What's up, it's your boy Gamertag back at you guys with another video. Now today we will be building this 350Z, but something a little different, in a drift style build. As you guys can see, I'm going to teach you guys through the whole build process, do a little drifting in it. I'm not the best drifter, so please bear with me on that, but I hope you guys can still enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. Let's go. Alright, the first thing we're going to want to do here for customization is going to be the drift springs and dampers. I'm going to adjust the camber because that's way too much, and even though it's a drift build, I still want it to look good, so I'm definitely going to adjust that suspension. So next thing I want to do is wheel sizes. I'm going to make it the wheel size as big as possible, just because of the fact that the wheels are going to have a lip. I'm going to put a wheel with a lip on it, most likely, and I want it to be the best look as possible. Alright, so right off the bat, some of these wheels don't exactly look what we're looking for. That's too classy. That just looks bad. I mean, this wheel's okay, but it doesn't really fit the car. And this wheel has potential to look good. I mean, with the right paint job and all that type of stuff and the color combo, it has potential. Now we're going to want to do spacers on the front and the rear. So I'm not going to try to get it to stick out too much. I just want it to kind of be flush with the fender. And so probably the stage 1 spacer will probably be the best for that. And then for the front, I don't know, because I'm going to adjust the camber. I don't know which spacer I'm going to want to put on here. I think stage 3 is going to be too much, because when we adjust the camber back to regular, it'll probably look like way too far out from the wheel well. So I think I'm either going to do stage 2. It should just be fine. And I want to do this just because even if it's a drip build, I want to have a little bit of grip in the street tire compound, not a race as usual. Although the only thing I'm afraid of here is I don't want it to have too much grip, because this car isn't that powerful. I mean, 300, not 300, excuse me, we upgraded to like 450 horsepower, which is not that much, even though the car is light, so I don't want it to be too grippy. Oh, that's just really bad. That's just terrible, and that Forza doesn't look good either. So I really didn't want to do this, but it looks like we're gonna have to make it wide body, because the bumper. This car, I could not have this car without a bumper on it. So looks like we're gonna have to go with the Rocket Bunny kit. I mean, in the right color combos with accents, we could make it work. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of the kit, but I really love this stock wing. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to put a bigger wing on there, because the way it looks like to me is, with all this stuff going on in the body and then having like just no wing, or that very small wing, I don't think it really works. So I'm going to look at whatever options they have and see which one is the best. Now this Nismo wing is probably going to be the best one. I mean, I don't really love it that much, but it could work out. That definitely is no-go. It looks really bad actually. That's way too much for the car. And then the Nissan option is just removing the wing. So we're gonna put on that first initial option that I liked, which was the Nismo wing. And now that we've done all that, on to tuning and paint. Alright, now starting off the tuning, once I drove the car a little bit on my own, I adjusted the gears. So I didn't need to show that to you guys, but for right now I'm just taking the camera down a lot, because that camber looks ridiculous and it looks really bad when it's that ridiculous amount of camber, 5.0. But now it looks better. The fitment isn't perfect, but I mean, it looks better. So now I'm gonna load. I designed this livery, which is pretty basic. I'll walk around the car and show you guys like some of the accents I did on the card, some of like the logos I put on it. I designed a livery myself, but like most of the Nismo logos and the Formula Drift logos, I didn't make that myself. I just applied them in certain spots to the car. But I'll show you guys that in a second when it loads up. Alright, perfect. Here. Now, one thing that you guys might have realized is that the car got debadged when you put on the wide body kit. So what I decided to do is, instead of just leaving it that blank blue color. I decided to put the Nismo logo there where the Nissan badge would be, and also, as you guys can see on the the right and left hand corners of the car, of the bumpers, I put Formula Drift stickers. And then if you move along to the side skirts, you guys can see I did the little Nismo sticker on the side, on the bottom of the sky skirt, and also I did that on the other side as well. And the two-tone, like the wheel color combo, I tried to kind of match it to the car as much as possible. It's not an exact match, but it's pretty close. And then just a basic chrome lip. And in the back, it's not really much done here. I just painted like a small portion of it black. I could have painted more of the bumper black. I couldn't paint like the little parts, but like I could have painted that black where the circle is right now, but it was too lazy to. And then the other part, like below that where the circle is at right now, I couldn't paint that because I really would have loved to, and it would have made the car look a lot cleaner. So I could have painted that all black, but I couldn't. And also I did behind the license plate, I painted black. And that's about it. Now, one thing, I never really went to photo mode in Horizon 4 and the Horizon Festival, but you can kind of see there's a lot more to the Horizon Festival than you see when you're at your car. Like that little thing behind me, whatever that's supposed to be, part of the architectural design, whatever, it looks cool. And then there's like apparently some type of like lounge or something behind that glass where people are just hanging out partying, which is really off topic of the build, but it's a little cool thing that Forza added in there that most people won't even see. Now on to driving the 350. Okay, here we are in the 350. Please bear with me because I'm really not the best drifter, but I'm gonna try to do what I can with the car. But first of all, this thing sounds pretty beastly. That's like the #1 thing I want to mention. Like some of the backfires it makes if you're just cruising, like if you let on the gas a lot and then you get right off of it. It sounds pretty crazy, to be honest. And overall, it's an enjoyable car to drive. And one thing I could say about the drift suspension is when you take all that crazy camber down, like once you take all the camber off like I did, the drift suspension loses like a lot of its driftiness, I guess you could say. Because it's not as crazy. Like when you on the drift suspension, when you have all the camber and all that type of stuff on, it's just crazy sliding around. But this, you actually have to try to get it to slide around. And with manual and clutch, it's actually really hard to, which is why I turned it off. I'm just using regular manual right now, and I'm still not the best. I mean, I still wanted to make this video because I think it's a really cool car, a drift car for the money. Like this whole build might have been like 50K. I'm not exactly too sure, but it's a whole entire 50K budget build, and it drifts pretty well. I'm gonna go over here to the little figure 8 section they have at the edge of the city before we wrap up the video, and see if we can get it to kind of go around here. The only thing that I really hate about this is there's pretty much always gonna be some civilian cars around here. But I mean, I'm managing it pretty well. I mean, I'm not any Tomcat or EK drifter like that good, but I mean, I managed the figure 8s pretty well. And exactly when I say that, then I mess up. And literally, I've drifted like so many cars around here. I've drifted like 90s Porsches around this thing, and I've never spun out except for this one time with this car. Overall though, I can say the drift suspension isn't really special. Like this is just including this little review real quick, because if you take away that camber, it's pretty much nothing. But anyway, guys, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, share. But until the next one, peace.
Supercharged.